All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We have some absolutely amazing institutions here this evening to present and give you some information about themselves. Although this virtual college fair is going to be shorter than what we're used to, it is going to be absolutely fun and definitely packed with a lot of great information. So you are currently attending the WACAC, Western Association for College Admission Counseling virtual college fair. Okay, so it's going to be an awesome night, but in order to make it a great night, we have just some housekeeping items for you all to make sure that everything runs smoothly and efficiently and you get your questions answered. So a couple different things I want you all to pay attention to. First and foremost, it is a webinar style type of formatted college fair, a virtual college fair. So your camera and microphone are turned off, you're muted, the panelists cannot see or hear you, and also the chat function is disabled. So you cannot interact back and forth with the presenters for tonight, but definitely check the chat once in a while because our presenters may be putting their contact information or application link or something down in the chat. So you are more than welcome to check the chat, but it is disabled for you to interact back and forth with. But you may sit here and say, well, Sibel, I would like to ask some questions. How would I do so? That is a great question. And actually, you can ask your questions down at the bottom of your Zoom screen will be a Q&A button. You will go ahead and click that Q&A button and you can type in your questions at any point in time in the virtual college fair to the presenters. One thing I'd like to mention is please make sure to name directly the university or institution you are asking the question to. So if it's XYZ College, please make sure XYZ College, I have a question for you, and then put in your question just to make sure that we are directly addressing who the question goes to. The presenters or the panelists for this evening will also go into the Q&A and answer your questions. Also, please don't wait until the end of the session. This session definitely goes very quickly because, as we all know, time flies when you're having fun. So please make sure that you ask those questions throughout. Do not wait until the very end. We do not have a live Q&A session at the end. Also, another thing I want to mention is to sign up for more sessions. This is one of many college presentations offered, not only for this evening, but we do have another session for the next time slot, but also in a little bit of time, in April and May, actually. So you can actually go to the same page that you registered for this fair and go to that same website and register for other fairs in the future. Last but certainly not least, I get this question all the time. Will a recording be available? Yes, a recording will be available. All sessions are being recorded and will be available again on the same page you registered for this fair for, which is strivescan.com/WACAC. So if you have a friend that missed out on tonight, they can find the recording there. With that said, I would like to invite our first institution up for the night, Montana State University. And once again, my name is Sibel Rasim. I will be your facilitator for night, hanging out and introducing some of these awesome institutions. Montana State University, you're up first.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Lauren Winder. I am here with Montana State University in Bozeman, Montana. I like to start off with talking about Bozeman. Bozeman is the third largest town in Montana, located in southwest Montana. We have about 60,000 people here. And as you can tell by this picture and the picture prior, we are surrounded by mountains, which means we have a lot of wilderness opportunities. Whether you're interested in skiing, snowboarding, biking, hiking, camping, cross-country skiing, rock climbing, ice climbing, fishing, we really do have something here for you. With 2 ski hills an hour away from campus, Yellowstone National Park only 89 miles away, and 3 major rivers that flow through Bozeman, the opportunities are endless. Bozeman's really cool because it's able to provide a tight-knit community with aspects such as our Main Street being all locally owned, really creating this community and support. But we also have all the perks and benefits of being in a bigger city without quite feeling like a big city. We have the busiest airport in Montana, free public transportation, and shopping centers and events and concerts and so on and so forth. Moving on, we are Montana's premier university, which just means we're the largest university in the state. We have about 16,249 students here at Montana State, and about 14,000 of them are undergraduates, which means a lot of students are going to be in that same boat as you are. The really cool thing about our student population is about 50% of our students actually come from out of state. So we do have a student from every single state here at MSU. but we're also the top choice for our Montana students. So you have this cool opportunity to get to learn about different perspectives, values, traditions, as well as different parts of the world. We also have 63 different countries represented here on campus as well. Now, same with Bozeman, MSU is also able to provide all the perks and benefits of a bigger university, but also all the community and support of a smaller university. Our small university aspects come out academically. We have small class sizes, small current student to faculty ratio, and all the support services a student would need to be successful. But when you take it to the other side, we also have all the opportunities and benefits of being at a bigger university, including 300 different clubs and organizations, 13 different NCAA divisional athletics teams, and awesome study abroad programs. In terms of academics, we are the only top-tier research university in our regions. That includes Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, North and South Dakota, which means we really do have a strong focus on research, which kind of translates into our hands-on learning opportunities, both inside and outside of the classroom. We offer 8 different academic colleges with 250 academic programs. They're all direct entry for your freshman year. So essentially, once you apply into MSU, you're good to go and can kind of dive right into your program. We also do have a nationally recognized honors college, which is where a lot of our major scholarship winners are coming from. So the Rhodes, Goldwater, and Truman scholars, a lot of them are coming through the honors college. And with the honors college, you also get to earn an extra degree for no extra cost. So how do you become a Bobcat? Well, essentially our application process is super simple, super straightforward. We admit students on a rolling admission with no hard deadlines. So our application opens up the summer before a student's senior year, and students can apply anytime throughout their senior year. We also don't have any priority commitment dates, so we don't actually ask our students to sign the dotted line and say, yes, I'm attending MSU. Essentially, they can move through our entire admission process without ever committing, and it's completely informal and non-binding. We also don't look for any supporting materials, no letters of recommendation, no essays, no unofficial transcripts. Essentially, it's just a self-report academic information. And as long as you meet one of our admission requirements listed on the screen, we can admit you into MSU. Now, with our application, there is a $38 application fee, but you will get a decision within 2 to 3 weeks. So pretty quick, and you don't have to write any personal essays. I think it kind of levels out. For this year, we were test optional for fall 2021 students. Beyond fall 2021, we're not really sure what that's going to look like, but just know we will be accommodating. With scholarships, we have endless scholarship opportunities ranging from merit-based and need-based programs. A lot of our scholarships actually don't even require a separate application, so definitely something to look into. Some of them are just automatic consideration once you apply into MSU. Several of our programs are also stackable on top of one another. There are a few that can't stack, but a lot of our programs can actually stack on top of one another to help reduce that cost of tuition. We also offer the FAFSA, however, it is not required here at MSU. That said, I personally encourage students to fill it out because there's no harm in filling it out. You don't have to accept what you've been awarded, and it is a really quick and easy process. That's where you're going to be considered for need-based financial aid. So work study, grants, low interest loans, so on and so forth. We are completely test optional for fall 2021 as well. But again, moving forward, we're not quite sure how that's going to look. So just kind of stay tuned and know that we will be accommodating. If you want more information on all of our scholarships, our scholarship website is a great resource to kind of keep track of all of that. And just to kind of wrap things up, I do want to give some time to just really write everything down on this slide, snap a picture of it. We do offer campus visits Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, both in person and virtual. So if you have a desire to come out, learn a little bit more about Bozeman and MSU, please get one of those scheduled through the link on the site. We also do have my email address listed on the screen. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to get those answered. Really happy to be your point of contact moving through this process. As I understand, it is a lot of information to consider. Our website and our phone number are both great ways to kind of stay in contact with everything we offer, and then as well as our social media page. So feel free to snap a picture of this and reach out with any questions you may have.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. If you have any questions for Lauren, please put it down in the Q&A down at the bottom. Once again, if you have any questions for Montana State University, please put it down in the Q&A down at the bottom. Next up, we have University of Montana Western.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Chrissy Stokes. I'm an admissions representative here at the University of Montana Western. We are located in the southwestern corner of the state in Dillon, Montana. We are in a pretty rural area, but we are just minutes away from lots of outdoor activities like skiing, snowboarding, hiking, biking, hunting, and fishing. Montana Western itself is a pretty small school. We're a small public institution. We have about 1,300 students attending Montana Western, and this small size makes it easy for us to have small class sizes. We actually are able to cap all of our classes at 25. The average class size is 15. So to let you know a little bit more about the school itself, this is our list of programs that we have available at Montana Western. Our top 3 programs are education, biology, and business. With our education program, we actually have the best education program in the state, offering degrees in early childhood, elementary, and secondary education. Our biology degree has had great success in preparing students for careers in the medical and veterinary areas. It prepares them to go on to medical and veterinary schools. And then we are offering 2 new minors in our business program with minors in farm and ranch operations and outdoor guide and wildlife outfitters enterprise management. Montana Western is pretty unique because we are the only 4-year public institution in the nation that runs on a block schedule that we call Experience 1, or X1 for short. With this program, our students only take 1 course at a time. So they take 1 class for 3.5 weeks or 18 school days, and they're only in class for 3 hours a day. Comparing that now to a traditional semester, our students actually don't have to worry about juggling their classes, taking 4 or 5 at a time or anything like that. Our class schedule is actually very simple because our students are able to just focus on that one subject, and they only have to work with 1 professor for each class. Our students also only have to worry about 1 final, which is probably the best part about this type of class schedule. So here you can see a breakdown of our cost of attendance. Montana Western is actually the most affordable 4-year school in the state. Our out-of-state students pay about $24,500 a year for tuition, fees, and room and board, but we are a part of the WUI program, the Western Undergraduate Exchange. All we look for students to qualify for that is a 3.0 GPA or higher coming out of high school. If they meet that, their tuition drops from almost $16,000 a year down to $6,800 a year. So it can save you over $9,000 a year on your tuition alone. This scholarship is actually a stackable scholarship. So any other scholarships that you get through the university can be added to the WUI scholarship as well. Here are the list of states that participate in the WUI program. And then we also have a lot of other ways that we can help students pay for school as well. So we do participate in all of the federal opportunities. So students can fill out a FAFSA if they would like to, where they can qualify for grants and loans and work study. And then any other outside scholarships, they can also apply to their bill here. We are open for campus visits. You can come in person. We are giving tours weekdays at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. This link here is to see our available times that we're open for those visits. And we understand that if you are not able to make it to campus right now, we will work with you on that, and we can do virtual visits as well. One of the big days to be aware of is our X Day. That's our campus preview day. We are hosting it virtually this year on Saturday, March 20th. It will be from 10 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. And big news with this one is that we are actually giving away a $1,000 scholarship during the event. So if you are interested in that, I am going to share that link for the registration page in the chat, so you can access all of that information there as well. And I also wanted to share my contact information with you. So if you have any questions at all, I would be more than happy to answer them in the Q&A. But then you can also reach out to me afterwards. This is all of my contact information here. And thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm going to pass it on to the next school.
All right, awesome. If you have any questions for University of Montana Western, please put it down in the Q&A down at the bottom. All right, next up we have University of Nebraska Lincoln.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Hi, everyone. My name is Natasha Roberts. I am the Regional Recruitment Specialist based in California for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. We are a large public research university located in, you guessed it, Lincoln, Nebraska. We are a land-grant university and Tier 1 research institution and the flagship institution for the state of Nebraska. With just over 20,000 undergraduate students from all over the country and world, we are one of the smaller populations within the Big 10. We do a fantastic job of making that large school feel small and pride ourselves on giving personalized, individualized attention to every single student. We are a part of the Big 10 Alliance, which means our Division I athletics are part of the Big 10 Athletic Conference. And what that means for you is big game days, right? So while there are some big schools out here in California, there are some who have, big football teams. College sports are really nothing compared to the entire city decked out in red on game days, and our school pride and traditions means you're part of something bigger at Nebraska, not only as a part of our campus, but also as a part of the greater community of Lincoln. Lincoln is the ultimate college city, with our campus interconnected to downtown and offers the benefits of that large city with the feel of a friendly Midwestern community. It's the heart of the Silicon Prairie, with over 100 startup companies hiring directly from our university. Lincoln also offers over 130 miles of hiking and biking trails and nearly the highest amount of parkland per capita in the US. So it's a perfect mix of city and nature. You probably heard of other schools being within a college city. Some of them are here tonight, but what makes Lincoln the ultimate college city is that the cost of living is very low. It ranks very high for safety, and the people are super duper friendly, which means it's a perfect place for college students and young professionals. We're so friendly that we even have a slogan in Nebraska. Nebraska nice is a very real thing. And while college sports and pride, is really a pride point at Nebraska, we also have the academics to match. So we offer over 150 different programs, as broad as engineering and architecture to as specific as food technology for companion animals and PGA golf management. We have 31 different majors in agriculture. Our actuarial science program has a reputation for being one of the best in the country. Our College of Business is one of less than 200 programs with an accreditation in both business and accounting. Our journalism program has the first of its kind journalism drone laboratory. We pioneered one of the world's first undergraduate psychology programs, and we have the longest running psychology symposium. But our ceramics program also ranks number 9th in the country. So any direction you go, you'll find a stellar program and incredible opportunities. We have an exploratory and pre-professional advising center to help guide our undeclared students. We also have pre-health, pre-law, pre-vet tracks, and we have 3 different honors programs, as well as a Teacher Scholars Academy for students looking for that more elevated, individualized education. But being that we are a research institution, we are all about collaborating with your peers and colliding with hands-on experiences and research. We have over 500 clubs and organizations to get involved in, like our livestock judging team or our theme park design club. To show you the extent of the facilities on campus, we have 12 labs in our computer science and engineering program alone. We have greenhouses, horticulture laboratories, tractor test laboratory, a research farm. Really, the facilities are endless. Our students are being harnessed up in trees in our different programs. So really getting that hands-on experience is really essential on our campus. And you could also be gaining hands-on experiences through our first-year learning communities within our freshman residence halls. Learning communities are groups of students living together with shared academic interests, and we offer 28 different learning communities within our first-year housing. So a really great way, especially for out-of-state students, to learn together, gain experiences, and get connected to faculty and staff. Speaking of housing, really quick, students are required to live on campus their first year, but we do offer you the choice of 14 different residence halls, and we have traditional style and suite style for freshmen. We also offer 3 different meal plans for freshmen and 7 different meal plans for upperclassmen. But everything I've been talking about today is really about giving you a fantastic education so you can go on to do big things. So whether it's starting a company, working for NASA or John Deere, creating salad dressings, that are on the shelves of Target. Our students are graduating from Nebraska and making their mark on the world. Huskers are doing some pretty awesome things, and we know you'll do some pretty incredible things too at Nebraska. So how can you apply? Really quick and easy. Nebraska's rolling admission, August 1st to May 1st, available on the Common App, Coalition app, and institutional application. We have what are called assured admissions requirements, meaning if you meet our performance requirement and our core course requirements, you are guaranteed admission as long as you fulfill all of our dates and deadlines. We do not ask for any of letters of recommendation. We don't have an admissions essay. All we have is a scholarship statement for additional leadership and diversity scholarships, and that's not due until February. All of our students are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships based on the information in your application. And your college also may offer you scholarships as well based on your application. We are consistently ranked a Best Buy and a Best Value school because our mission at Nebraska is accessibility and affordability. We want you to have a fantastic education, and we will try our very hardest to make sure you can afford it. So here is my contact information. That number is a cell phone, so you are welcome to keep that number in your back pocket and text me when it's time to apply. I will happily provide you with a fee waiver code so you can apply for Nebraska for free. And I will also put all of that information in the chat as well. So I will hand it off to the next presenter and say, go Big Red.
Thank you so much, Natasha. If you have any questions for University of Nebraska-Lincoln, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. Next up, we have Iowa State University.
Hi there, everyone. Hopefully you can see me. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it on my screen, but I'm Dan. I'm a regional admission counselor for Iowa State. I am actually based out in Denver, Colorado. A little bit about Iowa State. We're a large public land grant tier 1 institution. We're also a member of the Big 12 Conference. Iowa State's located in Ames, Iowa. Ames is a really fun college town. It's got that college town vibe. And Ames consistently receives rankings for being a top college town as well. We're also, excuse me, in close proximity to some major cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, Kansas City, and that close proximity can provide a lot of options when it comes to looking for internships, co-ops, as well as jobs for students. At Iowa State, a few numbers here. We have about 32,000 students enrolled. All 50 states are represented, as well as about 115 different nations. And about 46% of our students are coming from out of state. We do have about 900 different active clubs and student organizations as well. That's one of the many ways students kind of find that home away from home at Iowa State, is by getting involved in those organizations and clubs and all the different leadership positions that are offered. As a tier 1 research institution, there's a number of opportunities as well to be involved in research as an undergraduate student. We also have about 90 different learning communities, allowing students to make those instant connections when they step foot on campus with other students in the same academic area or that have similar interests. And then as a member of the Big 12 Conference, students really can engage in that fun Division I athletics atmosphere at Iowa State. This next slide here is maybe a little bit difficult to read. This is going to list out all of our different majors. We have about 100 different majors across 6 different colleges at Iowa State. Students are directly admitted into their college, and our majors are not impacted either. When talking with students from the West Coast, I tend to see a lot of interest in our architecture major, or different engineering programs such as aerospace, as well as animal science. But we've also been recently recognized for some business programs like entrepreneurship, and Iowa State's really been known for innovation as of recently. Every college does offer an open option program as well, and that'll allow students to explore different areas of study, whether it be in a specific college or across the entire university. Our student to faculty ratio at Iowa State is about 19-1, and then our average class size is under 40 students, really providing students with a great opportunity to not only get those questions answered, but also maybe to start making some connections on campus when thinking about research, opportunities, and different experiences with faculty that will really help when applying to graduate school, professional programs, or getting a job after their time at Iowa State. As far as our application process goes, pretty simple. We do have rolling admissions. Students can apply to Iowa State either on our website through our institutional application. We can also be found on the Common App. We are still accepting applications for fall of 2021. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but we are rolling admissions. So as you students apply, we're processing those applications and getting students admitted. For juniors in the session, our application opens on July 1st. We have a $40 application fee, and we are a self-report school. So at the time you apply, you can self-report your academic information. We don't need transcripts or test scores to make that admission decision. We are test optional for 2021 and 2022 applicants. Students who do not report test scores will be reviewed individually with an emphasis on that high school GPA and core courses. And then we do have automatic admission scholarships, as well as college and departmental scholarships, and university level scholarships that can be stacked as well. And then lastly, to wrap things up, I would just encourage you to visit us either virtually or in person, and I'll provide a link in the chat as well. Iowa State has one of the 25 most beautiful campuses in the nation, and it's definitely worth checking out if you have that opportunity. With that, here's my contact information. Feel free to reach out anytime. I'd be happy to chat. I also have one-on-one appointment availability. So yeah, be happy to chat with you anytime. But thanks for being here tonight, and go Clones.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. If you have any questions for Iowa State University, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. Next up, we have University of Iowa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Erin Monroe, and I am the Assistant Director of Admission and California Regional Representative with the University of Iowa. I'm also a proud alum. The University of Iowa is located in Iowa City, Iowa, so we're over on the eastern side of the state, and the nearest airport is just 20 minutes north of our campus. Our town is a classic quintessential college town. We're a place of high art and small city that comes together to really create a lot of collaboration between campus and the community. We're a large public institution, so we have about 31,000 total students on our campus. We have every state represented on our campus. California is the 5th most populous state, and our students come from more than 97 different countries. This downtown area across the street from our campus has over 100 different restaurants, coffee shops to call your own, places to hang out with your friends, small entertainment venues, festivals and film, fashion, food, and art going on all throughout the year, and great shopping. So anything that you can think of needing for survival during your college experience, you're able to find in the downtown area directly across the street. Our downtown campus or community right across from campus is also recognized as a UNESCO City of Literature, which there's only 8 of in the entire world. And not LA, not NYC, but IC was recognized as the first UNESCO City of Literature within the United States. We're also home to one of the largest teaching hospitals in the nation, the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, and it's recognized as one of the best hospitals in the United States. It provides professional development opportunities to our students who are studying within the health sciences. At the University of Iowa, these are our academic colleges. We have over 200 different areas of study that fall within these different colleges. Some of the most popular areas of study for students coming from California and Nevada are going to be our internationally recognized English and creative writing program, our programs in the health sciences because of the rich ties with the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, the Tippie College of Business, our physics and astronomy program, the College of Engineering, and sports and recreation management. When it comes time to apply to the University of Iowa, you can find us through the Common App, the Coalition application, and we have our own institutional application. It costs $40 to apply to the University of Iowa, and we are test optional for students applying for fall 2021 and fall 2022. Like Iowa State, we are also on rolling admission, and we make those admission decisions as we receive applications. So our students hear back in a very timely manner of whether they've been admitted to the Hawkeye family. If you have a test score, we would use the RAI formula, which you can see here on the screen. It takes into account your core classes, your ACT or your SAT score, your cumulative high school GPA. If all of that adds up to be a 255 or above, congratulations, you're automatically admitted into the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Again, we are test optional, so if you do not have a test score, we would be doing a holistic review of your application and making that admission decision. We also offer direct admission into the Tippie College of Business, College of Engineering, the College of Education, College of Public Health, and the College of Nursing. And so if you'd like more information about those direct admission processes, please put that question in the Q&A for me. We have an admission decision deadline of May 1st. However, we encourage students to apply more so in the fall of their senior year. Students can automatically be considered for merit scholarships that range between $2,000 and $12,000, depending on the strength of your academics, if you submit your application prior to March 1st. At the University of Iowa, we have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. 80% of your courses are going to be less than 30 students across your 4 years at our institution. Collaboration over competition really defines Iowa's academic culture. We are a Tier 1 research institution, so 33% of our students are participating in research each semester, where they're working with professional faculty and staff. Through these experiences, they are learning and creating and building traits of self-confidence and skills that are going to be necessary to approach the different challenges and solve problems that society will face in the future. Our student support services are plentiful for both their academics and students' well-beings. We offer supplemental instruction, tutoring, we have subject-based help centers on our campus, and we also have embedded mental health counseling across campus. Our students are not only busy in the classroom and working on their homework, but they are engaged outside of the classroom and learning through their different experiences. We offer over 500 different student organizations on our campus, ranging from fraternity and sorority life, multicultural organizations, faith and religious-based organizations, things that are going to be more related to club sports or intramurals. We also have just those pure fun, passionate, new activities that our students like to get involved in. My favorite organization on our campus is the Cookie Dookie Club, where they bake different recipes of cookies and decide if they like them each week. So your involvement can take many different shapes and forms. We're a school that's really rich in pride, spirit, and tradition. We have over 400 different performances each year within the Division of Performing Arts, and have a lot of traveling artists coming through Iowa City and visiting our Professional Arts Center, Hancher Auditorium. We have 24 teams that compete within NCAA Big 10 Division I athletics. So our students love to sport black and gold spirit wear, whether it's game day Saturday at Kinnick Stadium, or they're just walking on their way to class or traveling across the world. We have a huge network of Hawkeyes, and our students are very connected to alumni and have great pride with being a graduate from the University of Iowa. If you have more questions about that Iowa experience, I would love to connect with you. I'll provide contact information in the chat and also ways to connect with us virtually. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll leave you at the Go Hawks and pass things along to Boise State.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Iowa, please put it down in the Q&A at the bottom. Last, but certainly not least, we have Boise State University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kat Everard, and I am a senior regional admissions counselor here at Boise State University, located in beautiful Boise, Idaho. Boise State is Idaho's largest public research institution in the state, with about 26,000 students and 17,000 undergrads. Despite being a large school, we have an average classroom size of 31 students per class, a student faculty ratio of 17:1. We recently welcomed our most diverse freshman class with students coming from all over the United States. Academically, we have over 200 majors and minors to choose from. We're known for material science engineering, holding one of the biggest tech companies in our area called Micron Technology, who is one of the key industry leaders in memory and information technology, with over 17 locations across the United States. About 95% of our computer science grads have jobs before graduation. We have a regionally ranked education program and have recently become one of the top 50 schools for innovation. A couple years ago, a Harvard business professor actually started a College of Innovation Design at Boise State, with our signature program being our Gaming, Interactive Media, and Mobile Technology degree. At Boise State, you can see here our second most popular major is actually undecided. We are fully equipped as a university to help our students explore their major, which I think is a lot of fun. Boise State is not impacted and you can graduate in 4. We have an incredible Finish in 4 program that states as long as you do your part in the classroom, we'll make sure our classes are available to you. So if you don't graduate in 4 years, Boise State will pick up the tab and pay for any additional credits beyond 4 years. One of our more unique programs at Boise State is our 3D program, where you get the chance to customize your degree and combine 3 different academic disciplines. We also have an incredible honors college program that houses our students based off of the Harry Potter house model. So maybe you want to join a traditional fraternity or sorority system, or maybe be a part of one of our honors college houses. In 2018, we added this brand new building, as well as a $40 million resident hall to our campus with full-size beds and memory foam mattresses. Another big update to our campus is that we just added a brand new visual and performing arts center and a material science engineering building. And of course, I cannot forget, most people know Boise State for our famous blue Smurf turf football field. Fun fact of the day, Boise State owns the copyright or patent to any non-green playing field. So any college, even high school, has to get permission from Boise State Athletics if they want to paint their field a color that's not green. Now, why students are choosing Boise State has everything to do with our amazing capital city, outdoorsy location, and the people. We have been known to be one of the fastest growing cities in America. In 2018, we were actually voted #1. Boise has been named also a super outdoorsy city. One of the nicknames that students that go to Boise State call us is they call Boise Idaho, which is just a fun way to say how warm and welcoming it is in the area. This picture is a fun picture of our downtown area, so you can see how close the university is to the downtown. We get about 18 inches of snow per year, which is a lot of fun. We're also a very bike-friendly campus. There's also no couch potatoes here. Like I mentioned, very outdoorsy city. We also get over 150 miles of hiking and biking. Less than 45 minutes away from our campus is our ski resort, which students can get ski lift passes for about $150 per season, not per day, per season. We also have a really large outdoors program where students can rent outdoor equipment at an affordable price. You can take what we call kinesiology activity courses. So you can literally go backpacking, take a snowboarding class, and you can get credit for it. I'm a Boise State alumni, and one of my favorite traditions on our campus is our first week float, where hundreds of college kids literally get to float this lazy river right next to campus. You can grab your inner tubes, Bluetooth speakers, and have a fun day in the sun in the fall time, right before a football game if you wanted. And then my second favorite tradition is our short stack shindig, which is where our alumni on campus get to feed our students blue and orange pancakes in the quad on the first day of school. Now let's talk admissions. We have a very simple and straightforward admissions process. You'll see that we're a very affordable and admissible institution. Letters of recommendation and essays are not required for our application unless you plan to apply to our honors program. Boise State is test blind for admission this year, and we plan to remain test blind for fall of 2022. Currently, we're only looking at a student's total unweighted GPA. So if you apply to Boise State with a 3.0 total unweighted, then you are guaranteed admission and scholarship consideration at Boise State. For a non-resident student, we have two popular scholarships that you may be considered for. Our Treasure Scholarship starts at a 3.0 up to a 3.3 GPA. It's valued at around $8,400 per year. We also are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange, or WUI program. That GPA starts at a 3.4 and saves right under $13,000 per year. This past year, we actually, for the first time ever, introduced nursing as an eligible major to our non-resident scholarship program. This means that at our university, all majors are now eligible for merit scholarships, with the exception of one program, and that's going to be radiology. Students are guaranteed one of these scholarships as long as they meet the minimum criteria and apply early. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you consider becoming a Bronco. We are open for in-campus tours, and I'd like to invite you to attend our virtual Bronco Day event coming up this month on March 27th. I'll drop my contact info and our interest form there for you in the chat. In the meantime, remember, the grass is always bluer at Boise State. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Go Broncos.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kat. If you have any questions for Boise State University, please put it down in the Q&A. It does look like we have some time, a few extra minutes. So I do have a quick question for our presenters tonight. If you all can come back on video, please, that would be fantastic. We're just going to go in presentation order. We have this fantastic question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So first up, we have Montana State University.
The advice I would give to somebody going through the college search process, I'm going to keep it short and simple. Don't get bogged down by the college search process. Make sure you're still enjoying the chapter you're currently in, because you don't ever get to go back to that. And you have so much to look forward to once you finally choose that right college for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. University of Montana Western.
My advice would be, if it's possible, to visit the schools that you're interested in. College is all about fit, and sometimes you don't know if that can be your home for the next 4 years unless you're on their campus. And if you're not able to make it to campus, because we know travel is difficult now, talk to as many people as you can about the school, whether it's staff members, current students, professors, anyone that works at the school would be more than happy to talk to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Chrissy. University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
Yeah, my advice would be very straightforward. Get organized, especially once you start applying to schools. Every school is going to give you a login information and a password and have a different portal. And you're going to get bogged and confused by all this different information we're giving. So make an Excel spreadsheet. If it's something you like to do on the computer, or if you like to write it down, make lists. And just get organized in that way, because it's really going to help you try and make that decision, and also not call all our offices asking what your password is. So pretty easy to just get organized.
Awesome. Thank you, Natasha. Iowa State University.
Yeah, I would say keep your options open. If you see don't let cost of attendance scare you away necessarily. A lot of times cost of attendance when you're looking at schools as a non-resident student might look a little intimidating, but many times there's those automatic scholarship, college level, department level scholarships that can help offset some of those costs. And then visit campus, either virtually, now it's more easy than ever to do that, or in person if you have that option, and then connect with your admission counselor as well.
Awesome, thank you. Quickly, University of Iowa.
My advice is to ask questions. We're here to help you, so reach out to us.
All right, last but certainly not least, Boise State.
My colleagues gave some great advice going last. They stole all mine, so I'm going to have a little fun with it and say, when you visit campus, go check out the local food. If you're a foodie like me, I think your college town, the surrounding area, the restaurants, the vibe is a big part of that decision-making process.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. I think that was absolutely fantastic advice for our attendees. So thank you all for that. And thank you all so much for joining us today, whether that be our presenters from our amazing institutions or whether that be you as an attendee for tonight. Now, a couple of things I want to leave you with. First and foremost, again, thank you. This is extremely important within your college search process, and obviously some of the advice and tips that you got from our presenters for tonight. But also, once you click out of this and you close your window super quickly, you're going to get a 4-question survey. So please give us some feedback on how tonight went for you, and if you enjoyed it or any suggestions that you may have. Also, sign up for more sessions. We do have, again, more college presentations happening not only this evening, but we do have some more of these virtual college fairs through the WACAC in April and May, and you can actually register for those at strivescan.com/WACAC. Also, a recording will be available of this. So if you have a friend, a cousin, grandma, whoever it is that maybe missed out on tonight, feel free to check out the recording. Should be available in about a week or so after today's date. And again, that'll be available at strivescan.com/WACAC. Thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And we wish you all a good evening. Thank you.